wearing blue today. Hold on. Just because my hair is looking kind of crazy. I was sleeping. Okay. All right. I should have gotten a little bit more ready. Sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Good morning. Don't do that to me. All right. So, just to start the morning off, I didn't really sleep very long because I was working late last night, and it was such a slow beginning of the night. Like, I don't know why. It was so slow though. It was so fucking slow, and it was driving me nuts. But I eventually made a little bit of money, I think enough, but I keep working and working. Okay. These Epstein files have not been very good for like my business or for my job, just because I don't know if it's the Epstein files. I don't know if it's me. Maybe it's me. I haven't looked at them, or I haven't gone too deeply into like what they even mean or what they are, because I don't give a fuck. I actually don't care. Like, I literally don't care at all. I just don't. So the message that I was thinking of today, I was immediately like, I don't want to say like I woke up in hell, but I definitely woke up with like the need or the desire for like the more brutal aspect of the content that I prefer, which is like, yeah, like there's some stuff that I like that's very nice and heavenly and very kind and sweet, and then there's another side where I definitely kind of go more into the darker side of things. We have Mars. And I was thinking the energy of like the clip-off was coming to mind when I did the vampire ritual in 2024. Mars coming out. Mars was where I had the majority of my work to do. Mars is going to be on the right side. It's the red Sephiroth, or the Clefa. So we're talking about the husks. You can almost think of like in the Matrix when they like pull Neo out of the machine. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you could kind of imagine the Qliphoth to be like. It's the husks, it's the shell, it's the parts of yourself. And instead of like the tree of life is much more Judo-Christian based. It's all technically Jewish, but in the tree of death, or in the husks, Lucifer rules, or Venus. And you can see the way that she is in a shell. And the Jewish word for klifa, it means husks, or the shells. So it's a ritual that you can do. You could do it based off of like the occultism and the Q Kabbalah, or you could do it based off of the more Jewish type or sense of the way with like the Zohar, and make it more biblical. I definitely did it way more. Oh, thanks. It's a frog. So that was coming through in my, just like today. Hi guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. There could be men here. We're all men. Be a man. We're all men. Okay. We're all men. But when you get down to the Qlifa, it's very much more feminine based. It's much more feminine based. So when you go in, so it's the tree upside down. So the only way to enter into the tree of death is through the dot center. So it's like eating the tree, or eating the forbidden fruit. That's pretty much what it is. It's the occult practice of eating the forbidden fruit, getting the knowledge that you're not supposed to have. And if you think about it, America, the way that our color system governmentally is set up as the tree of death. The right side is supposed to be mercy, and that's going to be green and blue. And Hokmah is not really a color, but it's more of like a fog. We have some would say it's Neptune. Some people say it has no planetary like at all. Sometimes they say that Hokmah could be the entire energy or all of the astrological knowledge is there. So it's like the whole entire astrology. Some people would say that Neptune would be Hokmah on the right pillar of the tree of life, while when you go down into the tree of death, it flips. So if you consider yourself to be a right dom, like I'm all right. I'm all right. I don't really do very good with my left. Like I don't, I just don't. I'm right-handed. I think more with my left brain, which is like activated by the right side of the body. And that's going to be a lot more factual based as opposed to very artistic people are much more left-sided, and so you're going to receive with the left and you give with the right. That's why like Democrats are more so giving, while Republicans, which is the right, which is red, which means that we are set up to be in the tree of death. And the only way to get into the tree of life and death, to go through the dot, is you have to have the symbol that is on the Jewish flag or the Hebrew flag or the Israel flag, and that's the symbol of the Star of David. There is, well, like the swastika is at the bottom of the tree. You could make that out of the tree of life. Like if you look at all the shapes you could make. But Gog Shabla was coming out, which is the Sephiroth ruled by Jupiter in the tree of death. And that is going to deal a lot with like, it's almost like a grotesquely hedonistic. That's what it's like. It's like grotesquely hedonistic. It could either be that way, or it could put you through extreme like lack, because it deals with abundance and having things and being very, Jupiter can be hedonistic. So it could go either way depending on how your personal energy body acts with Jupiter. I would say it was a little bit of both. I feel like when I was going through the Sephiroth and Gog Shabla, and I didn't do like the set out rituals. I did it all intuitively, just knowing the basic setup. So like there are some people that will say like you have to do fucking weird, gross stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just worked through it on my own energetically while opening up the Sephiroth with the correct symbols that I felt were appropriate to doing that. But Gog Shabla, I didn't spend that much time there. I spent a lot of time in Golachab in Mars, which is going to deal with people that have rage issues, I was angry. Not only was I angry, but I was dealing with people that Mars can also talk about like your desires and your lusts and your passions. And at that time during my work, like there was a lot of people that were coming and kind of asking me to do things that I was not morally okay with. And when I first started webcamming, I would say that hit the like button, you guys. Please hit the like button. Thank you. You don't have to, I guess. I'm kind of talking about weird stuff. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. No, I'm talking about, we are in the 8th house right now. We're not in the 8th house. I am in my 8th house. I am in the universal 8th house right now. This is occult knowledge. This is not for everyone. We are talking about Jesus is me, though. I am Madeline. I have the same my dad's name is Scott as well, so that's the same like frequency as Christ. I think that might be the only reason I was even able to do all this is because of my name. But when you go down into the tree of death, that's one of the things, going through the abyss, passing through the abyss. You meet Karanzan. It's just a devil. And then you go down into Nama, which means not mine. And then you go to Lilith, the cave of Lilith, and that's gonna, when you go through the cave of Lilith, that's gonna deal a lot with period blood, and it's gonna deal a lot with period blood. That's gonna deal with that. If you're a woman, obviously. If you're a man, you have to find a woman that is on her period in order to make it through that specific Sephiroth, and that's just the very is at the beginning, because the tree of death is, so it's opposite. So what would be they connect Malkuth to Malkuth. So at the very bottom is Thamiel, and then you have to go through the centaur, and you have to overcome the centaur, and then you go and you meet the dragon, and you ask the dragon. I just asked him for the crown. Some people say you have to defeat the dragon, but the dragon will then give you a crown and put the crown on your head, and then you have mastered and overcame the hell realms of the world, the husks. You've uncovered all of the parts of yourself, and you have a deep connection to the unconscious mind and your and the parts of yourself that you shell, whether it's through trauma or forgetting. We all have parts of ourselves that's tied into planetary energy, that's tied into different ways that we perceive the world. It's called the Tunnels of Set. This is going to go a lot into like Aleister Crowley's more hidden work. There's a lot of things Aleister Crowley did that nobody really talks about and that nobody really knows about, because they don't want people to know. He was an extremely intelligent person and creative and imaginative and precise and very in-depth and like, yeah. I don't know a lot of everything that he did. And I think that a lot of times in his writings, he will test you. He'll test you in your writings. In his writings, he'll write about things and he will see to what extent you're willing to go through to get power. Do I think that he really did those things? Not necessarily, no. But I think that's part of initiation, is where is your moral compass? And there are things that if you do bad things, obviously bad things are going to happen to you. And so you have to be able to know the difference between right and wrong. And you have to be able to stand firmly on your moral compass. So while he wrote some things that, yes, might seem very controversial and very weird, and maybe not so much something that it could really paint him out to be a bad person. Do I believe he really did those things? No. Maybe some of them, but no, I don't think he did. I'm not exactly sure. I can't stand him. I put him in the trunk. I put him in the trunk. He bothers me. I don't really like people that are like exactly like me or that think a lot like me. I guess we don't think exactly the same. He's looking at me right now. He's right there. He even has the one dimple. Oh, it's 8/11. Ah! Do we look similar? Same day. You're born the same day. We have the star in reverse. When you're dealing with the husks, this is descending down into the earth, right? So this is the opposite really of cosmic or astrological energies or knowledge. When you're dealing with the husks or this is descending down into the earth. It's not dealing with the energies in the stars. So we have the stars in reverse, which could talk about going down instead of going up. Instead of connecting yourself to the source above, you also want to have yourself connected to the source within the earth, right? And that's going to deal a lot with the 12th house, which is the subconscious, and connecting yourself to the center of the earth, which could really be more imperative than connecting yourself to the energy of the cosmic energy. And it doesn't have to be so dark, but it kind of is. It kind of is a little dark. It's not always super fun or nice, as the world's not very nice. We think about like heaven above us, a place where like our mortal bodies can't really get to very easily, but like the soul or the etheric body could get there easily. Because it doesn't have the physical body. The physical body needs the energy of the Qliphoth. It needs the energy of hell. It needs the energy of the roots Well, the soul on its own is has no bounds of a physical body. Therefore, it's not super imperative. But if the soul in its lifetime hasn't experienced the energy and isn't connected to the energy of the earth, deep into the earth, I don't know how you expect to go to heaven if you haven't been to hell. Right? That's like, you can be a fallen angel, and meaning that you're coming from heaven. And I guess you could just deal with like one tree in itself. And that's when they're talking about like the lightning bolt or the serpent. The serpent goes up the tree to reach heaven, while the lightning bolt shoots down. And that's one way of manifesting anything you want, right? That's what magic is. That's what magic is. So we have Mars. We have Mars. There's energy, there's confrontation, and there's a need to force yourself to. We have the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is going to talk a lot about vanity. It's going to talk a lot about like, and you can see there's this woman here, and she's laying down, and she's covered in fruit, right? And in the Bible it says that, like, if your fruit's not good, it'll cast you into the fire. Well, the clip-off is not very fiery. It's very earthy. It's very earthy, and it's very much about the material world and the material plane. Well, astrology is not so much like that. Up in the stars, up in the sky, it's a lot about maybe the things outside of us that could be influencing us on a cosmic level, but the clip-off is much, much different. It's very earthy. It's very earthy. It's very feminine. And if you're not set up energetically by a specific energy that can turn you into and get your energy body spinning in the proper direction, you'll get eaten alive. Kind of like Erica Kirk is right now. She's getting eaten alive. I've noticed that. I don't know if I'm the only one that gets this all sent to my algorithm, a lot of stuff about her. I don't like it when people are rude to people like that. I don't like mean girls. I'm not a mean girl. I'm really not. Like, I'm not a bully by any means, but I'm also not afraid of a bully, and I will bully the bully just because I can do that. Always been that way. The Three of Swords is in reverse. The Three of Swords is in reverse. So that's going to talk a lot about, you know, finding the holes in the energy body and not only healing them and mending them, but when you like take it makes me think of like when you get stabbed or when you get shot. Like, a lot of times it's not the shooting or the stabbing that actually kills you, but it's like the removal of the bullet. It's the removal of the knife or the object that was lodged into your skin. That is like the blood loss and the get out of my brain. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Gross. Hit the like button. That was an interesting one. All right. How long has this been? 18 minutes. Okay, we're going live every morning. That's what I was going through this morning. That's the message. King of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands. The Lovers, Strength, the Three of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have Strength. And then the Three of Pentacles. I'm noticing here this energy. Okay, so there's two women. I would say the main story is about the woman with the lighter hair, the blonde hair. So this could be a representation of Demeter. Whenever I see really golden hair like that, it could talk about somebody that's a little bit more. Notice the difference? What's that one song I'm thinking of? Oh, that's a weird song to come through. I haven't thought of that song in a long time. It's called Baby Please Don't Go by Sabine. I don't know. What a weird fucking song, dude. Go listen to that song because that's the energy that's coming through. It's like awkward. I don't know. Something here about race and like, oh, goodness gracious. That whole video, I can't unpack that in my brain right now, please. That's too much for me. Okay, so we have that. It's like Sabine something. What a weird fucking, that whole entire setup was just so strange. Okay. We have humor. Great. Having a laugh. We have gratitude in reverse. Acceptance. Empathy. And health. I would say, like, for me, don't be grateful for things if it's not enough. If it's not enough, if somebody's breadcrumbing you, if somebody's not giving you anything, right? If you're just getting energy, like, taken from you, if you're getting energy taken from you, there's no, like, why are you saying thankful? Why are you being grateful to somebody that's just taking energy from you? It's like now you don't have this energy. I do. I have the energy now. So this is my day. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to go now. Balance. Gratitude. A lack thereof. Maybe. I'm not in the most giving mood today. I'm feeling much more receptive. Well, you could be feeling much more giving. Like there's something you need to get out of you. There's something that you need to release from yourself. There's an energy inside of you that you're not very fond of that you need to expel from your body. And so I think that's a lot of what the energy is going to be like today. That's the energy for today. You're going to be wrestling with pigs, though. So be aware of the pigs. Men. Okay? Are pigs. We already knew that. Be a man. Okay. That's the energy I have for you. I'm a frog. Hey, what's up? Mr. Frog? I'm Mrs. Frog. I don't know who it is. I've never seen his face. I'll be Miss Frog, though. Mrs. Frog. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Frog. Okay, I have to go now. It's been a weird one. I still can't remember the name of that dragon, though. Charlie Kirk's name in Gematria is Quetzalcoatl, which is the name of a dragon as well. I was also, where's that little notebook? Dragons are very significant. I want to get a dragon tattoo, I think. I'm not going to have money to do that for a long time, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know what color I would make it. I think I would have it be like, if there was a way to make it like, I would want it to be like kind of rainbow, because for me, when I think of like my personal dragon, it is a rainbow, but it's black and prismatic. SPC 6004. I would say that's the dragon that I would say is, I haven't really named it. There's also Tiamat. It could be similar to Tiamat because Tiamat also has like that black iridescent energy, which is probably what it is. Weird word. That's a really weird word. I was breaking that down yesterday. I could find that little notebook. I think it's over here because I was exercising. Let me show you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know about Tiamat. This is going to be like the energy of like Sumerian mythology. So right here. And dragons are going to also be very much so associated with the energy of Yeshua or Yehovah, right? They will always show up in dragon form, as that is the strongest, most fierce creature. It's like dragons are terrifying. But anyways, so Jesus was persecuted like for saying I am. And if you look at this, so Tiamat, we see Tiamat. So if we take this, we have I am a. And then the T's, with the capital T's, there's nothing else above. So when you have a capital T, that's going to be the top. There's nothing else above that point. Well, then if you're looking here at if it was a lowercase t, you can see that there is a full cross. Tiamat, I am T. Am I? Am I? I'm gonna leave that there. Hit the like button. I'm leaving now. I have to go to work. I also have to go to the gym. I don't have to, I get to. Because I can do that. I was looking at this this penthouse. Ooh, it was so nice. In Seattle. It was, I think it's the nicest condo I've ever seen in all of Seattle. It was just recently sold for $7 million on 4th Street. Holy fuck, it was so nice. It was like a penthouse and a, oh, it was so nice. I don't even know how I got there. I was looking at it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. It was so nice. So nice. Okay. I wish that my apartment complex or had a pool. I kind of want to live in a tower, I think. I'm gonna move into a tower next time, maybe. Especially if the rents keep going down like crazy. Like, rent's been going down like crazy. Like, I feel like by the end of my lease, hopefully. Because I remember when I was looking for this place like 6 months ago, those same apartments were like way more expensive. Maybe it's because we're getting close to the end of this. No, it's not the university district. The university district is fucked. That fucking trashy fucking trash can. The university district in Seattle is a trash can. Can you say trash can? Trash can. It is horrible. It is a fucking broken garbage disposal with a fresh cut fish in that motherfucker. Ew, I gotta go, dude. The university district is terrible. It's annoying and terrible. It's not that it hasn't always been that. It's terrible. Okay? The people that hang out in the U district, people call them avrats. That's terrible. I've never been no avrat. I don't know. Not me. I live on Charles Street. In Rainier. So that's cool. Charlie Kirk has been coming through for me this year, dude. I'm telling you, I live on Charles and Rainier. Raw-in-ear. Okay, listen. And it's been coming through, dude. Charles and, whoa, that's where I live. Good luck getting in, because it's a highly secured building. Bap, bap. Gotta go now. It's been coming through. It's actually kind of a dump outside, like immediately outside of my apartment. All of Seattle's kind of a dump, I'm not gonna lie to you. Not all of it. Bellevue is nice. Bellevue is super nice. We've got this hermit card with this werewolf. Perfect. All right, I'm leaving now. That's been really fun. I'm really glad we had this conversation.